You know Harry Potter? Yeah, the one of the wizards. Hey, what if instead of the Battle of Hogwarts, we watched Snape make funny faces over Zoom with a headset on in the corner?
Hey, Pops. Pops. I'm not your daddy, man.
In 2025, audiences experienced War of the Worlds in a way H.G. Wells never really imagined, through a series of Zoom calls, FaceTime conversations, and YouTube tutorials about alien invasions. I know this movie has been talked about to death ever since it came out, but something I find so funny is that the whole premise of these, screen life movies is just this one guy. Now, at first, the idea of filming a movie entirely through computers and phones felt fresh. I mean, movies like Unfriended, Searching, and Profile were innovative enough to people were like, yeah, I guess this is a movie, but that's where we are with movies, I suppose. But it's really just this one guy. So who is this guy? For those who don't know, Timur is a Russian Kazakh filmmaker, best known for action-packed, visually flashy films like Night Watch, but for some reason he transitioned into these screen life movies, and it's just kind of awkward. I mean, his screen life films make heavy use of messaging apps, webcams, and Zoom calls to tell stories that, quite frankly, could have been told in a short film or even a TikTok series. But the thing is, he's cornered this niche market, the I want to feel stressed looking at someone else's screen audience. And I mean, it's working. He keeps getting work, and that's great. But I don't know what he's doing to get them to say, yeah, let's do another one. And all those pretty good, or not even pretty good, pretty decent screen life movies I mentioned earlier, yeah, they were all either directed by him or executively produced by him, so...
You listen closely. Faith is losing blood. Hey, Pops.
Screen life is basically movies where everything happens on a screen. Characters check, text, video call, browse social media, or watch YouTube, all while the tension is supposed to mount. Technically, it's innovative. Practically while you spend most of the time squinting at tiny chat bubbles. I mean, it worked once, maybe twice. Searching was clever because it mixed suspense with clever storytelling, and Unfriended leaned into the horror tropes of online bullying. But after a few movies, the novelty starts to feel more like a gimmick, and this is drastically different. War of the Worlds is about aliens destroying humanity.
Password again.
Huge explosions, epic panic, massive scale. And that just does not come well off with the Zoom calls and TikTok and whatever else they do in this movie. This is bad because War of the Worlds is a story about big events on a planetary scale, alien invasions, just monsters, but zooming in on tiny webcams to show a couple of characters staring nervously at their screens doesn't quite do that justice. It limits action, makes emotional stakes feel smaller, and requires the audience to suspend their disbelief in new ways. Mostly by pretending that people would just stare at a laptop during an alien invasion, but, you know. Another reason why these types of movies are usually, most of the time, bad is because they usually have the same issues, and that is, 1, visual monotony. Your eyes can only handle so many scrolling chats before they revolt. 2, emotional disconnect. It's hard to invest in characters if they exist on little squares on a screen. 3, I have pacing problems. Watching someone type slowly or zoom in on a folder for 5 minutes is not exactly edge of your seat material. And finally, there's tension versus gimmick. Suspense feels manufactured, and when you're constantly reminded you're watching a laptop interface instead of an actual story unfolding, it starts to kind of wear off.
Take your intergalactic asses back home! Back home!
In a broader sense, screen life movies are a part of a bigger problem with Hollywood. tracing trends over storytelling, studios see a successful formula, no matter how bad, I guess, and say, let's do it again. The result is movies that look innovative on paper but often feel creatively lazy in execution. I get the appeal for filmmakers, low risk, quick production, and built-in social media hooks, and particularly with War of the Worlds being made through COVID, I can see the advantages, but from a viewer's perspective, especially now, it's exhausting to sit through yet another movie where the prime plot device is someone clicks something on their computer.
From all over the world. What are you doing outside? Get away from that, okay?
And at this point, I only hope that we realize that not every story belongs on a screen. I mean, some things need, cameras and just a little bit more than Ice Cube going,